Hello everybody, I am JayLeonardJ, and today we are checking out the Seymour Duncan PowerStage 100 Stereo. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here is a very useful piece of equipment for you, especially for you users of modelers, your amp modelers, or your preamp pedals. We have the PowerStage 100. This is a power amp that's going to take those digital amps of yours or those preamp box of yours and put them through a real cabinet. So you could put this on your pedal board, plug your gear into it, have it go directly into a cabinet so you can get that nice amp in a room sound, especially if you're a person that uses those modelers and you're going into a gigging situation where you can't go direct. Well, here is a great opportunity for you to do it. Not only that, but you also have your balanced output as well. So you can do a combination of going direct to the board or going direct to your recording system while also having a real amp in front of you. So what I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to show you how I would use it with my Tone King Imperial Preamp. So I'm going to use that thing, we're going to wire this thing up, and I'm going to show you exactly what this cool box is capable of. Well, we're all wired up and ready to go. It is a stereo pedal. It has a stereo ins, which is great because I'm using a Tone King Imperial, which has stereo outs, has a stereo reverb. Now, the Tone King has 2 XLR outs, so I did have to get a conversion cable that goes from XLR to 1/4 inch, but I was able to do that. Works out pretty good. And since we're going stereo, I'm gonna go stereo with my speakers as well. So I got a 212 closed back speaker, and I got a 112 open back speaker. Now, you can go mono with this pedal if you want, but I figure when in Rome, go stereo. All right, so because we are going into real cabinets, the first thing you need to do is turn off any cab simulation you have. So there is cab simulation in here, and I can get rid of it by holding down that button. And now we can hear the pure sound of the Imperial getting powered by this and sent into my 2 speaker cabinets. Lovely, lovely. This is the volume knob for my speakers here, and we even have a clipping indicator so we know if the unit here is clipping or what's being sent to it is clipping. Very, very handy. Now, one of the cool features about this is we do have an EQ over here. There's center detents here, and that way we could further have ability to scope our sound to the room, and I actually find it quite invaluable. What I like to do is turn it on, and I just dip the low mids a little bit of the lows, and then just boost the presence up a little bit. It gives me a nice open sound. Also, let's hear what it sounds like. We've got a little bit of gain on it. There's the gain channel on the Imperial. Now let's go play a little bit more with the stereo function on this thing. We have been listening to a stereo reverb, but to make it a little bit more obvious, I got myself this really cool rewind echo, and it's plugged into the effects loop of this. So because this accepts the stereo in, we can really get some nice ping pong between my two cabinets. Let's see what that sounds like. Now, you can also still go direct with this box. So if you have a rig, say it's your travel rig, and you can have this always set up. So if you're in a venue where you can't go direct, you have to go through a cab, you can go through it. Or if you do want to go direct, you can do the exact same thing. So there's a separate group of outputs on here, and it sends the signal direct any way you want. You could actually run them both at the same time. So you could have your sound being with the cabinet on the floor, and then you can have another sound going direct to the board. To do that, activate the built-in cab sim to your direct out, and I'll even add that EQ setting I made as well. Let's hear what that direct out sounds like with my guitar. And that is the PowerStage 100 Stereo by Seymour Duncan. Well, that is it. That is the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe to the page if you haven't done so already, and check out the links in the description below, because it really does help out things around here. If you want to hear my review and what I have to say about the PowerStage 100 Stereo, check it out on Patreon, because that's where I do my reviews. I do the reviews on Patreon, and I do my demos and everything else right here on YouTube. My question for you modeler users out there, your preamp pedal modelers, what are you doing with it? Are you just using it for personal monitoring, going direct to the board, or do you have a system where you like to route it through a physical amplifier? Write in the comment section below. That being said, I will see you all soon. Take care and goodbye.